Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Knowing in this gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another quick lesson through the, well, I won't say quick lesson, but this is a lesson through the spirit. The brothers and myself kind of briefly went out onto it last night during our New Year's Eve destruction show that we've done here at KC. We was going into Donald Trump and the inauguration and how Elon Musk is basically the spokesperson for this new administration. And you got the guy by the name of Dr. Oz, which he had a show back in the early 2000s dealing with biometrics and the MOTB, and he's supposed to be the face of health. Okay, but allegedly Dr. Oz, and I don't know if that was a satire or not, but allegedly, and I say allegedly because I haven't heard anything else about it, but allegedly Dr. Oz is supposed to be, I believe, within Trump's administration as far as health. You got this guy RFK Jr., and you got Elon Musk. Okay, but the Dr. Oz thing is kind of up for, I won't say up for debate because I haven't really looked into it too much, but I do know that it was videos floating out there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is that you got a border czar by the name of Tom Homan, a real devil, to say the least, which is pretty much Trump's border czar, which czar goes into like a ruler or like a king, you know. But anyway, he was talking about the first day of Trump's, his first day within the first 100 days, they lay out a plan as to what they're going to do for the entire year, so to speak. And Trump stated that immediately he was going to deport migrants back across the border, those that crossed over illegally. And if they want to obtain citizens in the United States, citizenship here in America, then they have to apply for a visa and, you know, get a tax ID and all that other stuff in order to legally live in the country. But you got Tom Homan, on the other hand, making mention that, well, look, he said, I don't give a damn if you've been here 10 years. You've been here less than 10 years or 10 years or less. You can get the hell out, you and your families. And we was bringing up the fact of, I don't believe they bought all these migrants here just to deport them, because a lot of them are what they would consider terrorist. Okay, and a lot of them can be set up just to bring anarchy here, man. Order out of chaos. You know, so it says Texas offers Trump land for migration deportation facilities. And when you look up this word facilities, you're thinking of concentration camps, man. Okay, because you got over, according to them, you got over 50 million undocumented aliens or so-called undocumented illegals over here, which could be very more than that. But you've had people crossing the border since the time of the Bush administration, man. All right. So this ain't just start last year, rather a year and a half ago. I'm still thinking 2024. But anyway, this is just Esau coming down with great wrath. And we know that eventually he's getting ready to turn up the pressure on you tribes, man. All right. So it says Texas authorities, and this is from BCC, World News and Stories. And it says Texas authorities said that they're prepared to offer President-elect Donald Trump 1,400 acres or 556 hectares of land alongside the U.S.-Mexico border to detention facilities for undocumented migrants. All right. 1,400 acres is a lot of land. All right. You can build a couple of camps on that joint. And that's ultimately what he wants to do, is put people in detention centers, because the brothers was discussing it yesterday, and we went into on how the easiest place to penetrate the United States border is through the South, man. All right. Because you can't come from fucking up north, so to speak, through Canada, through Russia, through Alaska. You know, the Bering Strait. You can't come across the Pacific because we're surrounded by, we're not landlocked. Okay. You can't go in through the East Coast or the West Coast because you're surrounded by the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans, man. So the best way to come in is through the border, which a lot of them have came through the border. And honestly speaking, Esau led a lot of them over here. Okay. It's not the fact that they came. Esau allowed them to come over here, the Biden administration, even before that. But it says in a letter, the Texas General Land Office said the plot could be used to build facilities for processing, detention, and coordinating of the largest deportation of violent criminals in the nation's history. So when you think of violent criminal, How do you think they're going to play that out? You think it's going to be like, here, you're under arrest. Come with me. Let me process you. Nah, man. These are ultimately death camps. Because like I said, they didn't send them over here just to send them back, okay? They came over here for a reason, whether they're military men, which that's on a hush-hush now, about those military-age men, about those Hamitic nationals, Chinese nationals, Ukrainian nationals, Iranian nationals. They seem to pretty much close the book on that, which in fact, a lot of these, false flag attacks are coming from within, man. But yet they shed the light on the Venezuelans, people from Guatemala, Mexico, in the Spanish-speaking countries, because it's ultimately a ploy against our people. And that's what people are not. They're missing the big fact of that, man. These detention centers are set up to actually kill our people off, man. And you know what? To be honestly, a lot of you need to be put in that position because a lot of you ain't right anyway. Okay, the Most High sent a lot of you up here just to get this judgment, believe it or not, because you're wicked as all hell. You got MS-13s, cartels. You got all types of gang members, man. You got rapists, all types of shit. Niggas walking around with a body full of tattoos, man. You can't even see the nigga's face because nigga look like a fucking, what you call it, a easel pad, man. When you fucking sketch and throwing pen. A nigga, a walking art book walking down the damn street, man. So a lot of you are wicked any damn way. But anyway, it says, Trump has repeatedly pledged to deport millions of undocumented migrants and to mobilize the National Guards to help carry this out. And also, he's giving the cops full immunity too. So they can kill two birds with one stone. Grab up the Northern Kingdom, man. They can grab up a lot of you Southern Kingdom too. Because this ain't just equated to the Northern Kingdom. They're going to put the piper on you Southern Kingdom Jakes too, man. Because guess what? They threw the Haitians in there. And a lot of times you can't tell a Haitian from a typical nigga in the hood. Because they all look alike damn near, man. All right? But it says here, however, his plan is likely to face enormous financial and logistical hurdles, which I believe he said it was going to cost like up to like 80, I think it was 80 million or 80 billion a year, some shit to deport 1 million nationals, something like that. I can't recall it. But it says, but the letter published online to send to Trump at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida notes that the owner of the recently purchased land had refused to allow the border wall to be built and actively blocked law enforcement from accessing it, which basically that's prophecy because the scriptures refer to this land as the land of unwalled villages. So even if you did attempt some semblance of a wall, it's not going to really remain supreme because that's not prophecy. Prophecy called this place the land of unwalled villages. So the scriptures always stand true. But it says the state government in Texas, which launched its own unilateral border security operation after Trump left office, has been broadly supportive of Trump's promises to strengthen the U.S.-Mexico border. But Buckingham said she was 100% on board with the Trump administration's pledge to get these criminals out of the country. He's a pot calling the kettle black. But it says, but the demographic governors of 3 other southern border states, California, Arizona, and New Mexico, have said they would not aid mass deportations. It says local and state officials on the front line of the Harris-Biden border invasion have been suffering for 4 years and are eager for President Trump to return to Oval Office. But Trump transition spokeswoman Carolyn Levitt said in a statement, President Trump will marshal every level of power to secure the border, to protect their communities, and launch the largest mass deportation operations of illegal immigrant criminals in history. So you're going to see a lot of activity here in these cities in a minute, okay? Because he said every aspect of power, which equates to your lower level law enforcement, man. And this is why in the state of Missouri, I think, what's this clown's name? The governor? I think his name was who was Mike Parsons, I think. Yeah, devil. But anyway, they're pretty much getting ready to mandate a bounty hunter mandate for $1,000 a head. If you're illegal, then they get $1,000 for every migrant that they grab up and detain. So if he grab up 10 of these migrants a day, then that can be literally $10,000 on a man's next paycheck. So Esau is getting ready to exemplify on that behalf. But it says here, but what any new detention facilities will look like is unclear. Although in the incoming border czar Tom Homan has suggested that they can be soft-sided. Yeah, sure, soft-sided, right? That means that there has to be a more draconian side to things that he's not speaking about. But facilities currently in use range from soft-sided camps like facilities used by Custom and Border Patrol to house undocumented migrants for a short period of time, as well as brick and mortar buildings used by Immigration and Customs Enforcement of ICE. But county and state jails are also used, for which local jurisdictions receive compensation from immigration's authority said, man. Okay, so this is what he wants to do. So I have another article here too, and I'm not going to read it all, but it says incoming Trump. Hold up. Someone's on my phone, so like blowing it off. But it says incoming Trump administration is eyeing new immigrant detention centers near U.S. major cities. All right, and this is where it gets gritty, because you think they're getting ready to use all this manpower to take a guy from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way down to, they're going to house his ass here. And he's going to get lost in circulation. And before you know it, he's going to turn up on somebody's slab, man. Because ultimately they want to kill our people. And that's just the bottom line of it, man. All right. So let me get this precept real quick. Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. It says, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. It says, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. And this is part of it. So, 2025, like Apostle Tahar deemed the year, the hopeful year of our deliverance and the downfall of this damn devil. May Yahweh Shimi Hawashai bring that to fruition, because 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, we've seen that. Okay, we've saw the chess pieces put in place to line up that particular prophecy. Now, everything is in place, man. Okay, from the digital systems to the pilot programs already tested and approved. All right, from the CBDCs getting ready to launch, from the BRICS to the World War III, and to the borders are in place. Everything is already set up, ready to go. So we're just waiting on the right crisis. So May 2025 bring that crisis when they finally shut this thing down, man. Okay, they don't have a reason to hold out 5 more years. They can do it now. All right. But it says here, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. So he's getting ready to lose his damn mind. Okay, as we said, man, this man is getting ready to go all out, because he know that he's getting ready to lose his power, man. Okay, and you Israelites, you getting ready to be the recipient of that man's judgment. Okay, and really it's Yahweh Ba'ashim and Hawashai. You see? So let's go from here to the book of Luke 19. And we're going to go down to verses 40. And it says, and he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these shall hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou hast known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belongeth unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. He's talking to Israelites, man. Okay, because Yahushua foreseen that the Romans was getting ready to roll on them. 67 AD. Okay, but it says, saying, if thou hast even known that thou at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thy eyes. But it says, for the day shall come upon thee, that thy enemy should cast a trench about thee and compass thee around and keep thee in on every side. Okay, and they're getting ready to lock these cities down, because on top of that, another pestilence is on the rise. All right, in the form of the fried chicken flu, man. Okay, allegedly, this pestilence is mutating from animals to humans now, which is really unheard of. You got something which is called gain of function, and we know where that came from. Now they're talking about 66 cases, which is probably more than that. And coincidentally, you had this thick fog for like the last week and a half. And I'm just talking about in Missouri alone, but worldwide reports of dense fog. Everybody's like, damn, the fog is kind of weird. It's ominous, man. Like I did a video on it yesterday, because I took a video of it last week during the Christmas break. And every day, every night, it was mainly at night. The days were a little gloomy, but at night, that's really when it hit the fan. So they was chemtrailing extra heavy that night. Monday, Tuesday, which was Christmas Eve, Wednesday, Christmas Day, Thursday, Friday. So the whole goddamn week, they was spraying that bullshit in the air, man. All right. And it was like literally you could barely see in front of you. If you didn't have any lights outside, you can barely see your hand in front of you, man. Okay. It was like being in a damn haunted house, man. When they do the smoke and smog, it's like I've been in a goddamn Thriller video, man. All right. But it says here, it says, and he shall lay thee even with the ground and thy children within thee. Because, hey, like Holman said, he said, you and your kids can get out. And they're not going to play nice with you, man, because they're expecting you to get violent. Okay. And this is why they've been having all these alleged attacks down in New York City on the trains. Another man got caught. Another man was set on fire a couple of days ago. You know, allegedly a dude from Guatemala set a chick on fire on a train. There's all types of madness, man. You got Trent Niagara so-called taking over apartment complex. They're pushing all types of narratives, and you dummies out there, you're eating it up. And it says, and they shall lay thee even with the ground and thy children within thee, and they should not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of their visitation. And the crazy part about it is that videos are coming out. Okay, we're literally warning you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent and to get out of your ways, man, because this is getting ready to hit quick. Okay, the Lord said like a breach that's coming at an instant, ready to fall, man. So one day you're going to wake up and bam, you're going to get that knock at the door from an ICE agent or some type of bounty hunter saying, look, man, you got to come with us. And they're going to take you and you're going to disappear, man, because I highly doubt that they're going to bring all them people back. I highly doubt that. I really believe that these death camps are set up to do just that. Exterminate you, because you got several bills. Project Megiddo bill, you got Rex 84, and you got what they call the Operation Wetback, which coincidentally, it's in tandem with Trump's deportation policy. All right. So it says the incoming Trump administration is considering locations and talking to private prison companies about drastically expanding immigration detention centers that will hold migrants or immigrants before they are deported as part of President-elect Donald Trump's promised mass deportation plan. Two sources familiar with the planning told NBC News. It says the goal is to double the number of immigration and customs enforcement detentions beds. 41,000 are now allocated by Congress to hold vast numbers of migrants for a short period of time while they await deportation after their arrest inside the U.S., sources said. Wow. So they literally are talking about locking you up, man. The immigrant detention center, that's a damn concentration camp. And concentration camps in the scriptures. It says the plan will also include restarting the policy detaining parents with their children, known as family detention, which immigration advocates have criticized and Joe Biden administration stopped in 2021, sources said. It says so far, people are working on the plans with the Trump team and are assessing which other facilities the Biden administration closed could be reopened, taking account of available space in county jails and assessing which areas might need temporary facilities to detain migrants as part of the deportation deportation effort. It says Trump's transition team is looking at how many migrants each region could hold, including a democratic control metropolitan areas across the country. Notice the Democrats control the major cities because that's where the most of you niggas dwell. They know they can fucking feed you garbage and get away with it. But it says a source familiar with the plans said they prioritize areas with large migrant populations that lack detention facilities rather than single out Democratic strongholds, man. Cities with large populations of migrants like Denver, Los Angeles, Miami, and Chicago needed them. County itself is a concentration camp. Could need additional detention sites built nearby to hold migrants arrested there. But the administration might also need to reopen, expand, or build new facilities in the Northeast to hold migrants arrested around New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, so it said, man, all right? And this is why FEMA is going broke, because they putting all their money into upgrading these detention centers. And a lot of it they probably spent on guillotines, because they getting ready to put you niggas on a chopping block, man. All right? They'll literally tell you what they getting ready to do. But yet, everybody look at us like we the ones that's bugging out. Like, y'all tripping. I ain't going to do that. All right, my nigga. We reading it right now. And I ended after this precept, Ezekiel 21. And I'm going to start at verses 8. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophecy and say, thus says the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished, man. And like I said, the word furbished goes into modifying, man. Okay, make it new. You have something which is called refurbish, which means to make new. Okay, but furbished goes into being modified, man. So Esau was coming down with that old draconian style hatred for our people. And guess what? A lot of you niggas are gonna be caught up in this ordeal, right along with your women and your damn wicked ass children. All right, all you that play the government, because they're gonna find a way on how to open this act up to affect all the tribes. They ain't just grabbing up fucking Jose. You know what I'm saying? Jose and Jimenez and them. Nah, man. They ain't grabbing up Morales and all that. They grabbing up you Keishas too, right along with your wicked ass Kia boys, man. And you Kia boys, man, hey, the Lord got something special for you young ninjas out there that like to raise hell on the cities and people's possessions. Okay, the Lord is just going off your ass, man. All right, and we can't wait. I'm at the point now. I'm just ready to start seeing you people get jacked up. Okay, like point them. You ain't serving the Lord. You got to go. And that's just how it is. But it says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Right. It says it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he given it to, and it says, and he have given it to be furbished, that he may be handled. The sword is sharpened. It is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer, man. All right. And the slayers, these Edomites. Okay. Like I said, they're going to deputize actual citizens because the average Edomite hates you jakes. They're going to deputize these citizens and they're going to snitch you out. Y'all saw a family of 15 move in a 1-bedroom apartment. All look like they're Hispanic. Hey, they're going to kick in that door and grab you niggas up, man. And it says, cry and howl, son of man, for it should be upon my people, and it should be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword should be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh, man. All right. So I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will you were edified. To the next lesson.